My lord, I beg to mention an item for listing for admission. Lordship already heard the matter earlier regarding the selection and appointment, Lordship. I pray, Lordship, it may be on Friday, Lordship.
Friday.
Lordship, or any day this week, Lordship, because time is.
Okay, Friday.
Lordships, I would like to mention on matter service, educational service matter. In 2021, the services, I am for respondent number 6 and 7, our services was provincialized. But one person claim his services also should be provincialized. And in 2021, we were restrained from.
Okay, you want the date?
We are restrained from the provincialism of services. So it may be listed on 25th of August.
No, not 25th.
Because we are doing service without pay.
Okay, 30 August.
Wait, Bleacher Law. Let the matter be listed for admission hearing. This is the case relates to compulsion and appointment. It was listed on 27/6/2023. Next week, my lord, 28,
No.
30 then. First November, September. Hello.
I have similar prayer, your lordship.
First.
Wait, please, Lord.
No, please, but I beg to mention one contempt matter, my lord, for listing on my lord, 28, my lord.
8 September.
8, public.
May please your loss. Not I am paying for listing, my lord, day after tomorrow, my lord.
Why?
In admission, it was listed in the month of January, my lord. Thereafter, not listed, my lord. Day after tomorrow, my lord.
31st.
Wait, please, Lord. Wait, please. Lordship, I beg to mention a matter for motion for tomorrow, your lordship. The matter is urgent. Your lordship would recall that there were 2 OMs in place which had debarred candidates from outside the state from appearing. Your lordship had disposed of the matter recently. Based on an order, your lordship, the petitioner was still not allowed to participate in the selection process. The selection process will be has been completed. The approval is yet to be accorded by the DHE. The matter is very small, your lordship. Your lordship will need some protection so that the petitioner can participate in the process. That is the only relief we're seeking, your lordship.
Okay.
I'm grateful, your lordship. I'm grateful.
Maybe yes. With concern of the other side, Milord, I beg to mention item number 38, Milord. It is a review petition, Milord. I am for the respondent, Milord. Adjourn for 3 weeks, Milord.
Mention slip.
No, Milord, I have not. I have
Why?
given the consent, Milord.
Maybe you have taken the consent. When did you take your consent?
Because-
You have to submit your mention slip. Last week I told you that I'm not
Yes,
going to
but
give.
Milord,
adjournment.
the list was published on Milord Saturday, Milord, last Saturday. That is the one, Milord.
Yeah, Mr.
DAKU, Milord.
4 respondent
7.
on request made by the Gayum, let the council correspond number 7, list after 3 weeks.
Milord. Obliged.
Lordship, I beg to mention for listing of a matter for admission any date till the next week, Lordship.
Okay. First,
Obliged, Lordship.
May I please, your lordship, I beg to mention item number 36, lordship, with the consent of other side matter may be adjourned for the day, lordship.
36 is adjourned. Oh, that was 38. You have 4
I am for the petitioner, lordship, A Begum.
on request made by Begum and the council for petitioner, list the matter after
3 weeks, lordship.
3 weeks.
Quickly.
Wait, please, your Lordship. I beg to mention item number 37 of the daily list, my lord. The conducting counsel who happens to be the petitioner is suffering from conjunctive headache, my lord. I pray for adjournment.
Who's the council?
Jesse Gogoi.
On request made by on behalf of Mr. Jesse Popul and the council for petitioner. List after 2 weeks.
Highly obliged.
My lordship, I beg to mention for listing admission matter was last posted for 8/2023. So kindly list the matter on Friday, my lordship.
11th September. 11th of September.
Right, please, your lordship. With the consent of the other side, I would like to mention item number 20 of today's list, lordship, daily list.
Yes.
I am for the respondent, lordship.
Item 20.
Yes, lordship.
You are Mr.
R. Dekar.
On behalf on request made on behalf of Mr. R. Majumdar, learned counsel for the
Respondent lordship.
learned standing counsel, Dibrugarh University. Please the matter after
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
May I please lordship, I beg to mention for listing lordship in admission lordship.
Yes. 13th September.
Obvious.
May I please lordship, lordship, I beg to mention item number 13 of the daily list lordship.
Item
13, 1,
30.
1, 3 lordship, 13. I'm for the petitioner lordship.
I'm for the respondent.
Yes.
On behalf of Mr. P.P. Dr. lordship,
Item 13.
13 lordship, 1, 3.
Oh,
I beg to mention item number 13 lordship.
uh,
2 weeks time to file our affidavit in reply lordship.
that you wait for your turn, I'll pass you. Wait for your turn.
Obliged lordship.
May I please lordship, I beg to mention for listing on contempt petition.
Yes. 11th September.
Lordship, I am praying for listing a writ petition. This was last posted on 26/5.
13th.
Published.
My lord, I beg to mention for withdrawal, my lord.
Friday.
Tomorrow.
Friday.
Motion.
No, Lordship. As a matter relating to the compensation and appointment. His father died on 2011, my lord. According to RTI reply, can you pay on the page 19, my lord? Can you have a look, my lord? Page 19, my lord. This is RTI reply. Page,
Yeah, Beku, have you got the DLC minus?
My lord, I have got the DLC minutes, but my lord, in the DLC minutes, my lord, the petitioner's name is not there, my lord.
Yeah, that's why I've said why the reason why the
I have a telephonic instruction, my lord, during that period, my lord.
no, for what reason was that?
and a similar cases, my lord, you will also pass an
Only the
order.
recommended candidates were there in the recorded in the minutes, my lord.
And a similar order passed, my lord.
He is not recommended.
Did you find them? On an event, my lord, in the, my lord, my lord, office memorandum, my lord, 15 memorandum, my lord. Section 24D, my lord, it is clearly stated there, my lord, while disposing the application by way of rejection, clear speaking order shall be recorded, stating the reasons of rejection, and a copy of such order shall be furnished to the application. Is the office memorandum, my lord.
Yes.
This is not there, my lord.
Same, my lord, similar order you have lost first.
Yes, Beku. Where's the DLC minus?
Page 120. But page 19, my lord, we clearly reflected, my lord, no, the rejected candidates, my lord, name of the rejected candidates are not reflected in the minus submission.
I'll dispose of. Heard Mr.
Khonigar.
A. Khonigar and counsel for the petitioner. Stop. Also heard Mr. J. 1 minute.
So 1 and 2, my lord.
Also heard Mr. J. Bipul and Governor Advocate for the respondents 1 and 2.
I'm appearing for 3, 4 and 5.
And Mr. A. Fukan, standing counsel,
Elementary education.
elementary education appears for the respondents 3, 4 and 5. The father of the petitioner, while serving as assistant teacher at Akhui Putia MA School under Bordaloni block in the district Lakhimpur, died in harness on 28/1/2021. Stop. Thereafter, the petitioner made an application in the prescribed format for appointment on conditional grounds. Stop. The case of the petitioner was placed before the DLC on
10/8/11, 21/4/2012, 16/3/2013.
on 10/8/2011, 21/4/2012, and 16/3/2013. However, his case was not recognized. As no information with regard to the outcome of the with regard to the outcome of the consultation of the case of the petitioner was given, petitioner made an application under the RTI, and in reply to the said application, the petitioner was informed that the proposal with regard to the case of the petitioner was placed in the DLC meeting held on 10/8/2011, 21/4/2012, and 16/3/2013. And however, his name was not recommended. Stop. It was further informed that only the recommended candidates lists were recorded in the minutes, and the list of rejected candidates were not recorded in the minutes at that period of time. Stop. It was further stated that the reasons for rejecting the case of the petitioner is not known. Stop. Para. It is the case of the petitioner that despite the DLC considering his case on 3 occasions, namely I 10/8/2011, 21/4/2012, and 16/3/2013. No information was furnished to the petitioner, and the same has been done in contravention of clause 24 written by the D of the office memorandum that is 160 issued by the additional chief secretary to the government of Assam, Department of Personnel, Personal. A perusal of the RTI reply dated 7/11/2022, written by the additional deputy commissioner Lakhimpur, clearly indicates that only the names of recommended candidates were recorded, and the list of rejected candidates were not recorded during the set period of time. Stop. A further perusal of the OM dated 1/6/2015 would indicate that under clause 24 within bracket D, it is provided that while disposing of applications by way of rejection, clear speaking orders should be recorded, stating the reasons of rejection. And a copy of such order shall be furnished to the applicants. Stop. In that view of the matter, the matter is remanded back to the DLC, concerned DLC, to reconsider the case of the petition in accordance with law in its next immediate situation. Stop. Draft the outcome of the consideration of the case of the petition shall be communicated to him for each. Stop. With the above observations and directions with petitions displayed. No.
Similar, almost similar case, same. 23, my lord. With the RTA reply,
Where?
page 23, my lord. Page 23, my lord.
Okay, Kanikal and also protection. Also heard Mr. G. Bekul and the governor advocate correspondence 1 and 2.
1 and 2, my lord.
And Mr. Fukan and the study council elementary education correspondence 3 and 4. So, Para. The father of the petitioner, while serving as a laboratory bearer at Thakwa Khan Higher Secondary School, District Lakhimpur, died in harness on 3/10/2011. Stop. Thereafter, the petitioner met an application in the prescribed format for appointment on conditional grounds within the specified period of time. Stop. The case of the petitioner was same thing, you read, but the date of minute will be 21/4/2012, 16/3/2013, and 18/12/2013. That one we changed. And where's the RTI reply?
Page 27. 23/12/2022, my lord.
Page
23.
RTI application will be dated 23/12/2022. Okay. This was, come on.
Deeply, my lord.
Favorable lordship. My lord, we have challenged the degree obtained by the respondent number 5, who is the headmaster of Ajit Narayan Dev Girls ME School at Basigaon. Now, he has produced a certificate from Shobit Narayan University in UP Med. Now, the respondent number 5 says that he has obtained their degree in the year 2015. Kindly see page 26. This is his degree.
1 minute. Page
26, Annexure 7. Bachelor of Science, May 2015.
page 26.
Yes. His name Provin Narayan Dev. So he says that I have obtained BSc degree from Shobit Narayan University in the year 2015. Now, Lordship, I invite Lordship kindly see page 16.
Page
16, 16. Sorry, Annexure 16, page 40.
yes.
Yes, Lordship would say, fact, Shobit cannot offer distance education courses. Since 2014, UGC so has cancelled approval of Shobit University, so it cannot offer courses in distance learning mode anywhere. It has to offer only full-time course from its campus. On its website, it misled with the DEC approval, which was cancelled in 2012. And finally, now the UGC has not approved its distance learning for current year. This means all the students pursuing distance education from 2014 onward at Shobit University, their degrees stand invalid and unrecognized. So since 2014, now this respondent number 5 says I have obtained BSc degree in the year 2015. So at that time, my lord, it appears since 2014, there is no recognition of UGC. Then naturally his degree is invalid. So I submitted petition because I am a teacher of the school and I am the graduate school. I am the better person to be appointed as headmaster. But he, by dint of this fake certificate, the role of respondent number 3 DO and 4 BO are also doubtful, my lord. So Lordship may kindly issue notice and
Mr. M.U. Mahmood, learned counsel for the issue notice. Who appears? Elementary.
I'm applying for
If Kokan, the standing council elementary education appears for respond number 1.
1 minute. 2, 3, 4 BTC.
And Mr.
RK
R.K. Musharil, and the standing council BTC appears for respondents 2, 3, and 4. Stop. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice on respond number 5 while we step within 1 week. Of today.
may I pray one interim prayer is there.
Prayer for interim
Deputy
shall be
Commissioner Chirang may look into the matter because
prayer for interim shall be considered on the next.
obliged.
4.
Make please, your lordship. My lord, in this case, lordship petitioner before your lordship, he was selected for appointment on locomotive division, what as Kota lordship, page 48 lordship. Page 48. His appointment was kept hold for re-examination of the medical test lordship. Accordingly, lordship, he submitted his application, but other candidates were called for medical test lordship, but the petitioner was not called. So my resolution submission lordship, then let an opportunity may be given to the petitioner to appear before the medical board for proving his.
Any instructions, Gogol?
Well, here, my lord, the board was constituted pursuant to, my lord, the request made by the education department. But you may see the order that page 48. Now, my lord, he did not appear.
Actually, I.
Special board now can be constituted because others have appeared.
1 minute.
Page 48.
My name is appeared at page serial number 12, lordship.
After this, what happened?
Thereafter, lordship, the page 50, lordship, notice was issued to call for re-medical examination, lordship. Other candidates appeared, lordship, but the petitioner did not receive any call, lordship. In spite of submitting my resolution submission, lordship, then let the petitioner maybe.
1 minute.
So,
Did you appear?
lordship, not lordship.
Why?
Because I have not received any call, lordship.
There's a notice. Notice is only.
Lordship, but as per notice, lordship, the list of candidates, lordship called for, lordship, but my name is not on that list, lordship.
Who is the notice?
That
Notice indicate the notice does not give the names.
lordship,
It
but
just says that those who
but-
have been kept
but-
alone.
but subsequently, lordship, that I could not annex that copy, lordship. All the names are there, lordship, but my name is not there.
Gogo, you have any instructions in this matter?
My lord, this is a notice, my lord, issued otherwise by the, my lord, entire selection is of the education department. Now, my lord, in order to examine this, a medical board was considered in GMC.
Now whether we will, if lordship direct, of course, we will constitute again. I leave it to your lordship. Because the appointment will be subject to my lordship, term of this report. That part I leave it to the honorable court. I have nothing to submit. Because my lord, his otherwise disability certificate, my lord, is doubtful.
Lordship,
That's why my lord re-examination has been held. Once my lord the examination was held, again he was found to be my lord within the below the my lord permissible limit. But thereafter he submitted appeal along with others, and my lord for the second time this medical board was constituted. Where is the advertisement?
notice is page 50, Lordship.
Is it page 50 or 36?
Lordship, regarding advertisement, Lordship. There is the advertisement, Lordship. Lordship, they found me, Lordship, eligible as per medical report, Lordship, I appeared. As per notice, page 45, Lordship. 45, Lordship, as per notice, that notice, Lordship, my name is page 47. Serial number 19, Lordship, Alta Hussain Barwiya.
1 minute.
Then after 47, Lordship, page 48, Lordship. My appointment was on hold along with others, Lordship. Page 48. My serial name is serial number 12, Lordship.
Can you constitute a medical board?
My lordship direct, my lord, of course, will have to.
Let him appear. But Mr. K. Majumdar and counsel for the petition. Also heard Mr. Elementary, A. Fukan, understanding council, elementary education for respondents, 1,
And 4.
1 and 4. And Mr. B. Gogol, understanding council,
My lord, 2 and 3 health.
health department for
2, 3, and
respondents,
4, 7 also. no?
2,
Yes.
3,
And 7.
And
and
7, Lordship.
7. And social justice,
Education, my lord, government can advise.
Mr. P. Saika, Leonard, government advocate for respondents, 5 and 6. 5 and 6.
Lordship will direct the respond number 7 to constitute the medical board with experts from
Locomotive disability.
yes, orthopedics department.
Pursuant to advertisement dated 25/3/2022. The petitioner. Advertisement is 25/3/2022. Issued by the
Issued by the Lordship, the
Secretary, State Level Recruitment Commission for Class 4 post. Petitioner met his application and was duly selected for appointment to grade 4 post within bracket Chokidar under the locomotor disability category. Stop. However, comma, by an order dated 30/5/2023, issued by the Director, Elementary Education Assam, his appointment was kept on hold till the final outcome is received regarding the credentials of the status of disability. Stop. In the said order, the name of the petitioner appears at serial number 12 for the category class 4, grade 4, school executor within bracket MTS. Stop. A notice was circulated, was published in the Assam Tribune, Guwahati. When was this published?
Lordship,
Informing all candidates belonging to person with benchmark disabilities categories, comma, for grade 3 and grade 4 post under the special recruitment drive for social justice and empowerment department, comma, to reappear before the medical board. Stop. It is the case of the petitioner that he could not apply, he could not appear before the medical board in terms of the notice issued by the Joint Secretary to the Government of Assam Social Justice and Empowerment Department on the ground that his name was not amongst the his name did not appear
in the said
amongst the list called for amongst the list who were directed to reappear before the medical board. Stop. The petitioner being aggrieved also made a representation dated
Lordship, not it is their lordship.
Dated
He has
mail
submitted that
to the Director of Elementary Education Assam. Stop. Considering the limited prayer involved in the present application. The present limited prayer involved, this writ petition is disposed of. Directing the respondent number
7, Lordship.
7
Principal.
oblique the principal cum chief superintendent, Guwahati Medical College and Hospital to reconstitute the medical board, having experts in the field of
Orthopedics.
orthopedics
And any other department, might be
and,
neurology.
and any other department
Locomotor disabled.
that may be deemed fit by the respondent number 7 to have a
To examine the
to examine the petitioner
Disability of locomotor,
with regard to his disability.
locomotor disability. Lordship.
With regard to his locomotor disability. Stop. Let such exercise be completed within a period of
My lord, my prayer will be Lordship may fix one date when he will appear, because again informing him he will not receive, it will be a difficult.
Lordship.
On Friday, let him appear. my lord.
in that view of the matter.
11 AM on Friday.
I think it may be too short
It's
Then
for
we'll-
Hailakandi on Monday,
Monday
Lordship.
then.
in that view of the matter. Petitioner is directed to appear
On 28.
before the
Respondent 7.
respondent number 7 on 28th of August,
Lordship.
2022.
At 11 AM.
At 11 AM. Sharp. Stop. That much will do.
Yes, my whatever is the report, we will place it before the honorable court. Also, we will fix it on my lord Wednesday next, or say
Okay.
Friday next.
The report of the examination of the petitioner with regard to his disability will be placed before this court on the next.
My lord, the
Yes,
petitioner will appear before the authority along with all the documents, my lord, including his, my lord, earlier disability certificate.
This the matter on 1st of September. On top, will appear before respond number 7 on so and so that, no? Along with
All documents, Lordship.
all documents
Yeah.
relating to his
Disability.
physical disability.
The matter may be pending, Lordship, kept pending, Lordship.
Yep.
I'm simply.
March of Lordship.
5. Lordship, this matter relates to compassionate appointment, Lordship. The father of the petitioner was a grade 4 employee who died in 2006, Lordship. Thereafter, petitioner applied in time, Lordship. Then petitioner approached this honorable court. Pursuant to the honorable order, his case was placed in the DLC meeting dated 13/7/2012. That is case 21, Lordship. DLC Lordship. DLC Lordship dated 13/7/12. DO Nolvari submitted 34 number of proposals for appointment on compassionate ground in the
Page
21. Type copy, Lordship. Page 21, DLC
where is
recommendation.
the original copy?
Lordship, page, that's next page, page 22.
Mm.
Page 22, Lordship.
Mm.
And petitioner's name appear in second para. This starts from second para, 10th line number 10. Kamal Haloi, son of late Jyotish Haloi.
Kamal?
Kamal Haloi. 10th number line from the second para, Lordship. DO Nolvari submitted 34, starting from here. Lordship, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th line. Kamal Haloi, son of Jyotish Haloi. This name appeared, Lordship. This then, Lordship, the next page 23 is the recommendation, Lordship. Therefore, as per honorable last para High Court's order and as per the instruction issued by the so and so and the so and so, Lordship, the district level committee has decided to forward all proposals along with the details of the applicants to the GOP for placing SLC. Till that, Lordship, the outcome of the SLC has not informed to the petitioner, Lordship. Now, Lordship, petitioner has come to know the similar situated person whose name appear in this Lordship. Lordship will find his name, the original, Lordship. This is 13, line number 13. That is Lohit Burman, Lordship. Lohit Burman, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th number, 13, line number 13, son of Joy Chandra Burman. He approached this honorable court for non-consideration of his case. Lordship will find the page 24. This is the order by your Lordship, page 24, WPC number 77823. By order dated page 25, 15 to 23. Lordship directed to obtain the instruction, Lordship. After during the pendency of this petition, Lordship, the SLC, Lordship, by page 26, Lordship, SLC dated 2nd of March 2013 at 223, his case was considered and the relevant portion will file place page 30 on similar listed person, Lordship. I have sent his name Lohit Burman, page 30, last page, Lordship. Serial number 10 is Lohit Burman, DLC dated 13/7/12, selected against so and so number post against LP post, Nolbai district as per under so and so, Lordship. But the outcome of the DLC, what happened, is not informed to me, Lordship. My only period, the matter may be referred to the SLC.
Yes, Bhikkhu has seen.
My lord, I have seen, my lord, that other part I will not press, my lord, that Lohit Burman case. But my lord, may be considered also, my lord.
My lord, why not you take some instructions?
Instruction or my lord, if not placed, that can that way also.
If
can be
placed,
done.
the outcome will be informed to me.
Or my lord, a short, my lord, for that.
Okay. Heard, Mr.
S.U. Ahmed.
S.C. Ahmed, Learned Counsel for the petition. Also heard, Mr. F. Learned Standing Counsel, Elementary Education for Respondents, 1 and 4. And Mr. J. Bhikkhu, Learned Government Advocate for the
2 and 3.
respondents, 2 and 3. Paragraph. The father of the petitioner was serving as a grade 4 employee in the office of the Block Elementary Education Officer, in the office of the DEO at Barketry, District Nalbari, died in harness on 15/4/2006. So, thereafter, the petitioner met his application for appointment on compassionate ground on 8/5/2006. Stop. As the case of the petitioner was not considered by the concerned DLC, he approached this court by way of WBC number
3214/2006.
3214/2006, which was disposed of
26/11/2007.
on 26/11/2007. By what? Where's the order?
Lordship, the petitioner did not retain the copy, Lordship. He applied the certified copy, but the online copy has been, it is annexed to page 19, Lordship. Page 19.
19, there's no outcome.
Yes, Lordship, the page 20, Lordship, the case number appeared, his name appeared, and date of decision, Lordship, page 20, 26/11/2007. Case number also appeared 3214.
What was the direction?
Lordship, direction, since from the DLC it reflected, Lordship, allowed all this, Lordship, that took place in the DLC, Lordship. That is why DLC passed this order and reference has been given.
Directed the concerned DLC. By directing the concerned DLC to consider the case of the petition. Stop. The district level committee, Nalbari, in its meeting held on 13/7/2012, recommended the case of the petitioner along with 33 others.
Yes.
For appointment on compassionate grounds. No. Recommended the case of the petitioner along with 33 others for placing the same before the state level committee. It is the case of the petitioner that till date, the state level committee is yet to consider the case of the petitioner. Stop. In that view of the matter, the matter is this writ petition is disposed of, directing the state level committee to consider the case of the petitioner for appointment on compassionate grounds in accordance with law in its next immediate stop. However, if the case of the petitioner has already been considered by the state level committee, the outcome of such consideration shall be communicated to the petitioner for with the above observations and directions. Petition is possible.
X. All of this matter relates to compassionate appointment. The father of the petitioner, while serving as the grade 4 employee of Paschim Dhemaji Gyanoday ME School, died in harness on 13/12/2007. The petitioner father was the landowner of that school, and immediately after the expiry of the father of the petitioner, the managing committee allowed him to continue as the grade 4 employee of the school on an honorary basis, and he has still continuing as the grade 4 employee. Thereafter, he filed an application, page 14, my lord. And his application was forwarded, page 16.
Page 14.
Yes, my lord. This is the typed copy, vernacular link, page 15.
When did you make your application?
My lord, that date shown, my lord, on 21/7/2011, my lord. 21/8, because at that time petitioner was minor, my lord, and he could not file his application in time, my lord. And his application was forwarded by the Block Elementary Education Officer, Dhemaji, page 16. to the district elementary education officer for appointment on compassionate grounds. And since then, my lord, petitioner has been requesting the authorities either to consider his case for adjustment against the post of his father, because he has been serving in the father's post for last 16 years. And ultimately, my lord, on his application, the district elementary education officer submitted the fresh proposal, page 19, regarding submission of application for appointment on compassionate ground, page 19. With reference to the subject cited above, I have the honor to submit herewith the application for appointment on compassionate ground for incumbents who died on or before 31st March 2017, along with filled up format for placing in the district level committee under the elementary education department, Dhemaji district. My lord, therefore, my lord, though there is a delay, my lord, on my part, my lord, I have admitted, my lord, there is delay in approaching this honorable court. But for the ends of justice, as per the proposal submitted by the DU before the district commissioner.
Inter-official communication is page number 16. DO, my lord, top elementary education officer to district elementary education officer, my lord. That stated, my lord, that he has submitted an application on 21/8/2011, my lord.
I have admitted.
Perhaps, my lord, that instruction may be taken from the concerned block elementary education officer, my lord.
I'll get my instruction. On the basis of that proposal, my lord, page 19.
No, page-
But Mr. N. Sharma,
Yes,
learn counsel for the. Stop. Mr. Fukan, standing counsel,
for the respondents 1, 2, 3, and 4, my lord.
elementary education
Yes, sir.
shall take instructions on the proposal for compassionate appointment written by the block elementary education officer, Dhemaji, dated 15/11/2012 to the district elementary education officer, Dhemaji. Please, after
2 weeks, sir.
2 weeks.
That may be fixed, my lord.
Will come
7.
May I please? In the third round of litigation, my lord, we have challenged the impugn order dated my lord 27/3/2023, page 177. The issue is regarding the my lord, the upgradation of the scale of 77. Mechanical rejection by the education department on the basis of the recommendation of the finance department, my lord. The proposal was initially forwarded by the education department to the finance department, and in return they have rejected the same and forwarded the back to the education department for issuance of the order, my lord, speaking order. Accordingly, this impugn order has been issued. In the impugn order, my lord, there, as per the direction of the honorable court, my lord, they ought to have taken into consideration all the aspects, my lord, that has not been taken into consideration. Number one, my lord, and secondly, they have mechanically stated that there are duties and responsibilities for the post of DIF schools is only teaching and academic and to improve the teaching and academic atmosphere of the school. But in fact, my lord, this is not the only duty. There are other duties, my lord, of the as per office memorandum, page number 121, my lord. Is the guidelines, my lord, office memorandum, which prescribes the duties and functions for the post of block elementary education officer, first page, the second page, below portion, my lord, deputy inspector of schools. There are numbers of duties have been assigned to the post of deputy inspector of schools, my lord. In next page, 24, another office memorandum, another page number 25. These are the duties and functions, functions, and responsibilities of the post of DIF schools, my lord. These all the factors.
Notice. For the issue notice.
Page number, yes.
Mr. MS and Fukan Understanding Council Elementary Education. Appears for response number 1, and Mr. B. Gogan, the Standing Council, Finance Department, appears for response number 2. Notice of respondents and conflict. On top, you put extra copies.
My lord, in this case for proper adjudication, my lord, record of the elementary education which is whereby.
That will see.
that
That
will
will
be
be
spelled.
the notice for. List the matter of the forms.
Any date, my lord, after 4 weeks? 8. May I please, your lordship? My lord, prior to making submissions, next number 1 wrongly tagged lordship that I may be allowed to replace it. Admission day start column and
Page.
that is page lordships
15, 16.
15, 16. That annexer I am allowed to replace it. It was admission day start of class 8 and statement given in respect of the particulars of the students attending the HS examination. HSLC exams in the year 1980. That is that annexer is required to be tagged.
Then you,
After taking up. After
you
taking.
first you replace it and then you list the matter.
Lordship,
Mr. F.M. Majumdar and
Replace করবো decide.
Huh?
আগে replace করবো decide.
yes.
তারপর
F.U. Babwe,
Lordship.
the counsel for the petitioner is permitted to replace annexure,
Annexer 1, page 15 and 16.
annexure 1 within bracket page 15 and 16
16.
is the writ petition in the presence of the joint registrar judicial. Stop. List the matter again after 1 week.
On Friday, on day after tomorrow, Lordship. Consider to replace
That will be difficult. On 28.
on 28.
ফোর্থ এটা টাইমিং করেকশন এটা টাইমিং করেকশন 9 to
9.
9 to টাইমিং করেকশন
19.
এলএচ প্লাস ও এসআইএস
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, here the petitioner is a PWD candidate, Lordship, and he appeared NWT examination in the year, this year 2023. Thereafter, Lordship, he applied for the post of MBBS course first year, Lordship, and in the Assam, Lordship. As per notice issued by the response number 2, Lordship, finally come to page 7, page 24, Lordship, and answer 7, Lordship.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, the respondent to issue the notice for the candidate, those who are PWD candidate, they may apply for MBBS course of first year MBBS course. Lordship. After this, for appearing in the counseling for assessment and verification of disability status of the as a PWD candidate, Lordship.
Yes.
Therefore, Lordship, kindly come to page, next page, Lordship. On 29/7, Lordship, the responding authority has published the eligible candidate, those who are applied for this PWD candidate, Lordship. In the said eligible candidate, Lordship, petitioner name is not mentioned, Lordship, responding authority, Lordship. Here the petitioner is a 40% disability, Lordship, under Medical Council of India, Lordship, as per Graduate Medical Education Regulation Act, Amendment Act 2019. Lordship, kindly come to the annexer 10, page page 28, Lordship. Annexer 10, page 28, Lordship.
Yes.
Yes, Manapular page, Lordship, 32, Lordship. 32 and 30,
Yes.
32, Lordship. Lordship, next page, Lordship, 33, Lordship. The person para 3, Lordship, the minimum degree of disability, Lordship, get it, Lordship.
Yes.
Yes. Para 3, the minimum degree of disability should be 40% benchmark disability in order to be eligible for availing the reservation for person with specific disability. Next, Lordship, the term person with disability PWD is to be used instead of term physical handicap, Lordship. Here the Lordship, next table is given, Lordship, disability range, Lordship. Eligible for medical course, not eligible for PWD quota, less than 40% disability, Lordship. Next, Lordship, eligible for medical course, eligible for PWD quota, 40 to 80% disability, Lordship. Here the petitioner is 40% disability of locomotor disability and the disability certificate issued by the Lordship, kindly come to page 19, Lordship, NSR 3, Lordship.
Page 19.
Page 19, 19, Lordship. NSR 3, Lordship. His disability certificate issued by the Mangalore Civil Hospital, Health, Medical and Health Officer, Mangalore Civil Hospital. Had they mentioned the 40% disability of the petitioner, Lordship, upper limb and lower limb, Lordship.
Who is that?
Next table, Lordship, 40%, Lordship. But here the respondent authorities rejected the petitioner, but they have not shown the reason why that they have not selected the petitioner, Lordship.
My lord, on Friday, my lord, I will have the instruction. Probably, my lord, after the medical examination, he has been found to be below 40. I will place it.
But Mr.
NH Lashkar.
NH Lashkar and counsel for Mr. B. Gogoi and standing counsel.
Well, for health department.
Health department shall receive instructions. List the matter on Friday.
Most of it.
52 of supplementary leave. Motion.
My appraisal option, on the last two occasions, my lord, they were directed to file affidavit, and I don't know, my lord, whether they have filed an affidavit. But my case is that, my lord, I am eligible to have the status of NCL, non-criminal, my lord, certificate, and I applied for. Since I am member of the office, therefore, my lord, I belong to that category, and I need a certificate. They kept the matter pending without disposing of the application, without taking any decision. And under such circumstances, I was compelled to approve this court. And my lord was pleased to hear the matter and directed them to file affidavit. Till date, my lord, they didn't bother to, my lord, respond the direction of the court. And my lord, since the counseling is going to be, my lord, complete in 27. Therefore, one post be directed, my lord, to be reserved for me. There are a number of vacancies reserved for OBC. I have obtained a chart.
My lord, we have not filed affidavit, my lord, that written, or they have already rejected the NCL certificate.
Where is the record?
That, my lord,
What is the reason?
Give
What
your,
is the communication?
file your affidavit then before the 27th.
Simply by saying that my it was rejected, I have a right to know what is the reason of rejection.
otherwise, my lord, earlier I have placed, my lord, that status of the family annual income, my lord, is 11,700. Otherwise, he is not eligible as part of notification.
Better you file an affidavit, let me know what is the reason about, so that I can reply. Every day, every time, every moment, my lord, they have used to say so, rejected, rejected. Where is the communication? To that extent.
17.
So, my lord, some protection be given to me. My lord, I have made an interim prayer. At least one post be kept reserved.
Regarding medical admission, my lord, counseling has been held. Second round of counseling is over. So question of giving any seat to the petitioner, more particularly on the face of the record, when it appears that, my lord, the annual income is 11 lakhs. For, my lord, non-criminal certificate, it is, my lord.
File your affidavit.
Yes.
Let me-
Yeah, we file affidavit, my lord.
Heard, Mr.
And my lord, my instruction is that, my lord, 27 is the last day for counseling. 28.
No, last date of admission is, my lord, 30th of September.
30th of September. Heard, Mr. Gayastan, the counsel. Who is supposed to file the affidavit?
I'll file, my lord.
Mr. G. Begul and the governor is allowed.
My lord, Friday, my lord.
Okay. That means that he has received instructions and pays for some time to file affidavit. Praise allowed. This the matter on first.
Until then, when some protection, I am repeatedly,
That will not be possible.
my lord, repeatedly I am praying from. My lord, Lordship, kindly say, my lord.
We will have it on 25th.
Yes, 25th. Because stand they have taken it, perhaps it is not correct, my lord, because guidelines says otherwise.
Lord, I'm saying since the application has been filed by you, your turn is to come this side. but they are adamant to be that side only. Well, my learned senior friend will start.
You will be pleased to take IA 2052. His lordship was it.
You file your objections?
Yes.
Yes, I don't eight.
I filed my objection.
Objections.
I think I recruited very good.
Well, only,
The IA
yes, we have filed,
2052.
my lord.
We have five. We have
Well, only one thing, my lord.
1 minute. There's no objections.
five, seven.
Last occasion also, the objection was.
The last occasion, my lord, the honorable court gave us some time so that the objection comes in the record,
So
but I,
not, even now it has not come up. Let's see if there's an office note.
Extra copy that
There's no office note.
the last occasion also, my lord, for this reason, the matter could not be heard. Extra, see it. Yes.
When did you file it?
My lord, it's a long back. It was on 8/8/2023.
We'll give a short date, then we'll get your objections on record.
My lord, that will have to be on record because I'll be placing my argument on the basis of that one.
Yes.
So unless it is there, my lord, your lordship will be handicapped.
Mr. S. Datta in the IA. Learned senior counsel for the opposite party, number
Uh,
1,
one minute.
oblique writ petitioner.
25
Friday or what? Kindly. Kindly. Kindly.
For the sole opposite party, not opposite party. Oblique writ petitioner submits that he has filed his objections in the present IA on 8/8/2023. Stop. Registry to verify and place the same on record. If found in order. Stop. When shall we have it?
Tomorrow it's a little urgency.
Tomorrow, if it comes, for me, no problem, man.
Tomorrow may be difficult for them to trace.
In that case, my lord, the better on Thursday.
23rd. 23rd. Wednesday.
Is the matter again on 24th.
24th.
So, those are not obliged, man.
11. Implement of party.
This IA has been filed, my lord, for impeaching the present incumbents, my lord.
Contempt case.
My lord.
What do you,
My lord, Narayan Kaur and Suranjana Senapati, my lord, they are Secretary to the Government of Assam School Education Department and Director of Elementary Education Assam
Narayan Ponwar
and Suranjana Senapati. Page 4, my lord.
as respondents?
As respondent number 5 and 6, my lord.
What Mr. I cycle level counsel for the applicants. By this application. The applicants or applicant, the applicant is praying for impeachment of Shri Narayan Panwar, Secretary to the Government of Assam, School Education Department, Assam, and Shrimati Suranjana Senapati, Director of Elementary Education, Assam, as party respondents 5 and 6 in contempt case number 705/2022 on the ground that the earlier incumbents have been transferred out and the proposed respondents have taken over charge. Stop. Considering the submission rate, prayer for improvement is allowed. Stop. In the main with petition, in view of the order, dated so and so, Shri so and so, and Srimati so and so is included as party respondents. 5 and 6 in the present contempt petition. The petitioner is directed to file an amended cost title. You'll have to file your amended cost within a period of 2 days. Within the period of 2 days from today. List the matter again on 28.
Possibly in the meantime, issue notice on the.
I can't issue notice unless you file your amended.
Or my lord, glossary may direct the registry to amend.
That is also not permissible now, in view of the new notice.
My lord. EPM. But she was fixed that date on my lord.
28.
Admission, part of that.
May please the lordship. Lordship, in this case, we are led by senior counsel I Chaudhary, my lord. He is at Arunachal, my lord, for part heard matter. Otherwise, my lord, our part has already been heard, my lord, by this.
I have to give my reply only.
My lord.
Would you like to proceed in his presence or without his?
My lord, my senior can proceed, my lord.
Then reply.
Reply, my lord, if another date given, my lord, on 7th.
That is the whole problem.
So they have given their, actually,
Yes, my lord.
they are the petitioner. They have argued. I am the private respondent, my lord. 7 or 14.
No, after that again, they will have to reply.
Of course, they have a right of reply.
After that, there's a disconnection.
Might as well have it done together.
Better, no?
My lord, can it be on 14th, my lord, if my senior is
Yes.
14th of September, my lord?
September.
My lord. Or 7th?
What did Damon did it?
7th, my lord, or 7th? 7th September, my lord.
Okay.
7 is a little doubtful.
7th, my lord.
On request made on behalf of I, the senior counsel for the petition. It is the matter of 7.
But there is an interim order, my lord.
Interim order passed. To pass.
Till there.
Oh, until 7th. Of life, my lord.
Give me.
13.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, I want to file affidavit in reply.
That is the one you mentioned in the morning.
Yes, lordship.
Short date.
MS,
Short
PP
date.
does, lordship. PP does.
PB Das, the counsel for the petitioner. Praise for
10 days time, lordship.
10 days time to file reply to the affidavit filed by the respond number.
Petitioner, lordship. Respondent number.
State respondent. State respondent.
State respondent, lordship.
Filed by the state respondent.
Yes.
You want a date fixed?
Kindly, my lord. Because very small issue, it's a legal question, my lord. Even without affidavit, that
What
comes.
is after 10 days? List the matter again on.
It is true. My
When? 12. Okay, 12.
September.
12. Because the intervening, there are some holidays.
Yes, my lord, my lord. Yes, sir.
Obliged, lordship.
14.
I'm appealing for the respondent, my lord. We have filed the affidavit. The matter relates to dismissal of the service. We have dismissed the service in 2008 and the filed a writ in the 2020. As the petitioner is absent, lord.
My lord, my senior is on legs on code number 7, my lord. Better will pass over for the time being.
On request made on behalf of Mr.
B Pathak.
P. Pathak,
The final disposal, lord, we have fixed it in September for final disposal
list the matter after 2 weeks.
after 2.
15.
Made this lordship. I'm sorry, my lord. Maybe it will lordship. Regarding payment of arrears, lordship. Several occasions they have taken time, lordship. I have completed my DLED in the year 19, lordship.
16, 11, 19, and from 1/3/21, I am getting regular salary, Lordship. 16, 11, 19 to 28 to 21. This
Kindly one week time have given. Instruction was sent, but not open it, my lord.
but of Lordship,
Mr.
Lordship, director have filed their affidavit, and all in their affidavit he has said that he had already instructed the due to give my area salary, but till that they have no initiative is taken, Lordship. And they have
Kindly
taken,
reflect the same, my lord.
they have taken, Lordship, several occasion time, Lordship.
How much time you require?
1 week.
Okay, heard, Mr.
DFA Ahmed.
TFA Ahmed and the counsel for the petitioner, Mr.
GP.
J. Bekul and standing counsel. Elementary
Yes.
Education Department is allowed another 1 week time to receive instructions.
Date will be given, Lordship.
Please conduct it. Again on 30.
16 and 17.
This method is otherwise ready for disposal, your lordship, but see,
My
he
lord,
wants
I
to take
see.
time.
My lord, due to the conducting council couldn't be present today because of a sudden health emergency.
May I
Lord,
pray
I
for
seek-
taking it up on 30th, your lordship.
30.
30.
Heard, Mr. S. Waterbull and the counsel for the petition. On request made above,
PR Sharma for respond number 5.
Mr. P.R. Sharma and his counsel for the respond number 5. Please the matter on
30th, your
30 August.
30 August.
of like,
18.
Wait, with lordship. My lord, my learned friend has filed his petition for appointment of arbitrator. My lord. We are appearing for the respondents. We have objection to the appointment of the arbitrator. My lord.
Because there's no fraud.
There is no clause of arbitration.
Oh, no application.
No arbitration clause. So, my lord,
My lord may take it after some time if your lordship pleases, as your lordship says.
in the meanwhile, I can inform my learned friend through phone. My lord.
Who's your friend?
My lord, P. Sharma.
Is he?
He is the counsel appearing for the petitioner, my lord.
This is the court promises. As your lordship deems. fit.
After some time.
My lord.
We humbly apply. May it please your lordship. In item number 18, the learned counsel is in a hearing, my lord. Matter may be taken up after some time. Just inform me, my lord, to inform your lordship. Deeply obliged.
19.
Yeah, please, your lordship. My lord, in this case, my lord, the name of the petitioner was excluded, my lord, from the, my lord, provincialization list published in the year 2013, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, on 2 occasions, my lord, his name was recommended by the District Elementary Education Dhamachi, my lord. And my lord, till that, my lord, the case of the petitioner has not been considered by the authority concerned, my lord. And lordship, provincialization, lordship, provincialization order, your lordship will find it page 28, lordship. Lordship, kindly come to page 28 for a moment, lordship.
Yes.
Page 28, lordship, serial number 27, my lord. Name of the school is lordship, Lokipur Nopam Girls ME School, lordship. And here, lordship, the name of the petitioner, your lordship will find at serial number 4, lordship. His name is lordship Bipin Gogoi, my lord. He's a science teacher, my lord. And the post was kept vacant, my lord. Thereafter, my lord.
Yes, Begu, have you got the instruction?
Have not received instruction.
How long are we going to wait for your instructions?
But it's 2 weeks, my lord. 2021 matter, my lord.
We will give him some time.
Lordship,
Heard,
on
Mr.
D. Huya, my lord.
We are learning about the petition. On request made by Mr. J. Begu and standing counsel elementary. This is a matter of 2 weeks. To enable him to dismiss.
Oblige.
21, 21,
Yes, you have received instruction.
No, my lord.
Oh. None appears for the petition. On request made by Mr. J. Bikul in a standing council elementary division. How much time you require?
2 weeks, my lord.
So it's for the time is allowed. You can complete. List of 2 weeks.
22,
May please your lordship. My lord, this matter relates to HR's principalship of a college. And my lord, while issuing notice of motion on 30th of June, there was a direction to, my lord, place the relevant records. Several dates have passed by, my lord. The records have-
Suppose as you look at in this meeting.
My lord, your lordship will kindly see all these, my lord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dates, my lord.
There the last order.
On different dates, my lord, different grounds are taken for taking objection. Someday, my lord, they say the advocate general will appear. Someday they take time, my lord. Then an interim order may be passed, my lord. Because what happened?
Matter will fix on Friday, my lord.
Okay, Friday, if there's no appearance, I'm passing into order.
That may be recorded, my lord.
My lord, Friday, my lord, I am appearing for private respondent, my lord. May I pray this matter not 33 my lord. Is it?
My lord, the issue is very small, my lord. The governing body had, my lord, recommended my name as serial number 1 for principal interest principalship. And the private respondent was in serial number, my lord, 2. Then subsequently, my lord, the president of the GB has written a secret letter against, my lord, making some allegations against me. And on that basis, my lord, they have acted upon. That's why that is the reason why your lordship wanted to see the records. And my lord, more than 1 year has passed by. And the time is taken, my lord, on this plea or the other.
It is directed to produce record last order, my lord.
Record, lockout is necessary. My lordship will fix on 30 on that day. I'll produce my record. 30th. Well, in the
Who is
meantime,
appearing? You are appearing or your advocate general is?
Mr. General is appearing on, he's not available today, my lord. He'll appear, my lord, on that particular day as well as the records.
On that day, if it's not available, you make also.
Lordship. Let me
Okay.
record.
Your lordship will kindly record that, my lord.
MK Chowdhury and senior counsel for the petition. On request made on behalf of Learned Edition, Advocate General Assam. List the matter on 30.
Lordship.
If the Learned Advocate General is unable to appear on the next reasonable date, the respondents are directed to make alternative evidence.
And the records be also produced, my lord. That may also be.
Respondents are also directed to produce the reports.
Well, I am for respondent of 7, lord.
Mr. S. K. Modi, the
For respondents.
also applied for respondents.
Oblige.
23,
Well, in this case, my lord, the petitioner have already got the relief, my lord.
Yes. Mr. S. Haq,
My lord.
under the counsel for the petitioner. So the petitioner has received, what did you say? You've got your.
Medical emergency.
Submits that the petitioner has got his reliefs during the pendency of this petition. Mr. Ashanti Chisti.
For 1, 2, and 3.
Standing
Second
counsel,
petition.
secondary division appears for respondents 1, 2, and 3, and Mr.
D Upamanya,
Upamaya,
for respondent number 4 and 5, health department.
the standing counsel, health department appears for respondents 4 and 5.
Yes.
Petition is accordingly dismissed.
This or be in cases.
Okay, is accordingly closed as information.
Yes. Okay.
Oblige.
24,
May I please, Lordship, petitioner was appointed as the honorary president of the school management committee by an order dated 19/4/22. While he was serving as a president, he found certain anomalies, my lord. My lord, and he informed to the authorities. And my lord, by an order, an extra 11, page 47. My lord, here he was waiting for any response, my lord. The authorities was served and notice through WhatsApp that he has been removed from his post, my lord. Well, without serving any notice, without any anything, my lord, he has been removed from his post, my lord. Well, that is my case, my lord. Well, as per order dated 19/6/23, respondent number 7 is about to file an affidavit of opposition. My lord, till date, it has not been filed, my lord.
Who is respondent 7?
My lord, I seek apology, my lord. My lord, I am waiting for the instruction, but some difficulty is on part of the respondent 7, my lord. Some out of station issues are there. So, my lord, I have already obtained 2 times, my lord. So now if my learned friend wanted to press on merit, my lord, then my lord can. Wait for it. Or my lord, last song.
Heard, Mr.
B. Sekia, my lord.
B. Cycle and counsel for the petitioner. Stop. Mr. Yabuyan and counsel for the respondent 7. Is allowed another?
10 days, my lord, last. I will
You
try.
better take 2 weeks.
My lord.
Yes,
my
Lord.
My lord,
And there's
silence,
2
my
weeks
lord.
time to file contract. List of 2 weeks.
Obliged.
Five.
My lord, in this case also, elementary education is about to file a affidavit in opposition. My lord, it has not been filed, my lord.
Yes, elementary.
My lord, we have received an instruction, my lord. Within 2 weeks, my alpha.
Heard Mr. B. Cycle and counsel.
Out of
Mr. G. Bekul and standing counsel elementary education submits that he has received instructions. And prays for 2 weeks time to file contract. Praise allowed. This up to 2 weeks.
much obliged.
56.
Earlier order, your lordship may kindly see, he is working since 2011. At the time of advertisement, my lord, this earlier order, your lordship may kindly see at page 40.
Page
40.
40.
My lord, he was at the time of advertisement, his age was 8 years, 8 months more than the prescribed age. Instead of 45, he was 45 years, 8 months. So we came for relaxation. So this order was passed by this honorable court to consider the matter in the light of rule, my lord, as quoted in the order itself. Rule 15. So, Koteshwara order was.
Rule?
Rule 15, it is quoted, may I just read, my lord? Page 41. Yes, my lord, from the middle I submit, my lord. It is submitted by the petitioner that earlier on 11/6/22 and 22, he approached the Director Higher Education Assam as well as principal of State College seeking relaxation of his upper age, enabling him to apply for the post of library assistant. However, the same is yet to be considered. As his upper age has not yet been considered by the Director Higher Education, as well as the principal of the State College, the petitioner has preferred the writ petition for necessary direction to the respondents' authorities to condone his age. Second paragraph, next paragraph, in this regard, so thus council placed the judgment of this honorable court in WPC 8555 oblique 2019 and WPC 573 oblique 2020, wherein the court held Rule 15. The rule confers the rule confers power on the government to relax the maximum and minimum age requirement to the extent when it is considered necessary in the interest of fair dealing or in public interest. Therefore,
such power needs to be exercised while dealing with a case in just an equitable manner. The object and purpose of conferring this power on the government is to fairly deal with a particular case or in public interest. If the fixation of upper age, lower age limit given given any recruitment rules treats any candidates or class of candidates unfairly, the government is empowered to relax such rule of upper or a lower age limit already provided. The rule does not restrict the exercise of power to individuals. The government may, in circumstances provided in Rule 1, be able to age limit to remove unfair dealing to a candidate or class of candidates or in public interest. The scope of rule is wide enough and confer power on the state government to relax the upper age or lower age limit in recruitment, notwithstanding anything to the contrary in rules regulating the maximum or minimum age in respect of any individuals or class of individuals to the extent it may consider necessary for dealing with the case in a fair manner or public interest. In the case in hand, it is submitted that there is not service rule fixing any upper age or lower age limit. And accordingly, the recruiting authority has fixed the upper age limit. This court is of the opinion that even in absence of rules, the competent authority can still deal with the present case in exercise of power under the general rule of relaxation. The reading of the rule clarifies that the general power of relaxation of age limits has been enacted with a view to mitigate a particular situation generally contained in the rules. Many a times strict applications of fixation of age limits may create a situation where a particular individual or a set of individuals may suffer unfairly dealing and further there may be a situation where requisite qualified persons may not be available for appointment to the service or in the public interest. Such a situation, the government has power to relax recruitment rules, fixing upper age or lower age limit. It is a sin that instead of approaching state government in the higher education department, the petitioner in the present case has wrongly approached the director of higher education Assam and the principal of college for relaxation of age limit, who are not competent for relaxation of any age. As such, the petitioner is directed to approach the concerned authority, Secretary to the Government of Assam in the higher education department for relaxation of his age in terms of the office memorandum of the state government issued that regard presently in force. However, considering the fact that today 22 is the last date for submissions of application in terms of the advertisement dated 22, it is observed that in case the petitioner submits his application for the post of library assistant in Procedural College, Guwahati, with all the requisite testimonials of him, or has already submitted his application for the said post with his testimonials as required in terms of the said advertisement dated 22, issued by the principal of the said college, the respondent authorities of the Procedural College, Guwahati, as well as the Director of Education shall accept the same. However, it is made clear that any selection of the petitioner to the said post of library assistant in terms of the advertisement dated so and so issued by the principal shall be subject to his selection in terms of the relevant recruitment rules in force in respect of the post of library assistants in provincialized colleges of Assam, and further shall be subject to condonation of his age for recruitment to such post, public post under the state government in higher education. So accordingly, he applied, my lord, and his position is number 1 in the select list that I will produce, my lord.
Whether your age was condoned?
No, age was not condoned. That is what your lordship will kindly see. Page, my lord, 47. Just, my lord, order without considering the observations made by this honorable court, which quoting 1951 rules, my lord. With reference to the subject cited above, I am directed to inform you that government in higher education has regretted to approve condonation of overage, as there is no provisions for relaxation of upper age limit for entry into government services other than the existing relaxation of 5 years for SC/ST candidate up to 45 years, 3 years for OBCs and 10 years for so and so. So he did not take into consideration Rule 51 as has been quoted by this honorable court while passing the earlier judgment. Now this petitioner, my lord, he has been working in the college since 2011. That your lordship will kindly see page 29. Page 29. You are appointed as a temporary whole-time junior assistant with a consolidated pay of rupees so and so per month in Pragyotis College. So thereafter, my lord, advertisement came in the year 22. 3622, page 32. Here age limit is 45 years for SC candidate.
This is the advertisement.
Yeah, this is the advertisement for library assistant. Library assistant 1 number and junior assistant 2 number. I am for the number 1. The upper age limit is 40 years, but for SC ST it is 5 years more. So 45. And he is 8 months my lord, more than the prescribed age. So therefore he filed an application for the relaxation of his age, which normally my lord is considered by the court. My lord, your lordship will kindly see Justice Honorable Justice Koteshwar Singh's judgment in similar point. My lord, I have given a copy, man. As the paragraph 2, as the issue raised in these 2 petitions are common and relates to same recruitment process, these 2 petitioners are taken up together. The petitioners in both the cases were initially appointed as contractual staff, GNM and midwife, under the establishment of the national health missions in various civil public health centers under the overall control of the joint director so and so. Under the national rural health mission scheme, certain posts were advertisement in 2006, inviting applications for appointment as contractual staff nurses under NRHM. The petitioners applied for the post of advertisement and after being successful in the selection process, were appointed as staff nurses initially for a 6 month in the year 2007, and their appointment orders had been extended from time to time and are continuing to serve in the same capacity till now. When the petitioners have been serving so and so as mentioned above, the state authorities issued advertisements on 2015, which was withdrawn later on, and another advertisement was issued in 2017, by which as many as 500 posts of nurse staff had been advertisement. Subsequently, the number of advertised posts were increased to 800. As per advertisement dated so and so, it has been mentioned clearly that due weightage will be given for experience for serving in the government sector, including national health mission. The said advertisement also stipulated that the candidate should not be less than 18 years and not above 43 years as on 2017. As per the advertisement, the applicants were supposed to apply online. Considering the fact that the present petitioners had crossed 43 years as on 2017 and they have been in service as staff nurse since 2007, they submitted applications before the state authorities for condoning the maximum upper age limit and allow them to take part in the state selection process in terms of the aforesaid advertisement. Having received no positive response from the authority, petitioners approached before this honorable court by filing WPC number so and so, which was disposed of by this honorable court on 2017 with a direction to the respondent authorities to consider the representations that may be submitted by the petitioners for relaxations of their age limit in terms of the existing norms, since the petitioners had already rendered for more than 10 years service. Pursuant to the said direction of the court, the petitioners submitted their representation before the authorities. Since the said representations of the petitioners have not been considered by the authorities, petitioners have been compelled to approach this honorable court by filing 2 writ petitions. Now, when this matter was taken up by this court on 2018, this court observed that the petitioners have been serving as contractual workers under the national health missions and missions and have acquired sufficient experience, and taking into consideration the decision of this honorable court in Pranab Deka's case, which permitted relaxations of upper age limit under government OM dated to 2051. 3551 in exercise of power under Article 309 of the Constitution. Accordingly, respondents were directed to allow the petitioners to appear in the written examination scheduled to be held on 6/5/18 Further, it was directed that if the petitioners were selected, their appointments are to be made subject to further orders in this code. Pursuant to the aforesaid order passed by this honorable court on so and so, the petitioners were allowed to take part in the selection process. However, the plea of the petitioners for relaxation of age limit has been rejected, similar to these petitioners. Thus, from the above, the position which obtains as on today is that though the petitioners had been allowed to take part in the recruitment process for appointment to the post of staff nurse, their pleas for relaxation of upper age limit was rejected by the authority. Because of it, even if the petitioners had taken part in the selection process in terms of the order passed by this court, they cannot be considered for appointment. In the aforesaid background, the petitioners have prayed that this court may intervene, directing the respondent authorities to relax the upper age limit so that in the event they are found to be selected, they can be considered for appointment to the post of staff nurse GNM. Learned counsel for the petitioners have relied on the decision of this court in Pranab Dekka's case and has submitted that necessary similar orders may be issued directing respondent authorities to relax the upper age limit. The stand of the respondent authorities is that the authorities have already considered the plea of the petitioners for relaxation of upper age limit in terms of the relevant OM, and it was found not appropriate to relax the same as the case is not covered by the OM, and as such their plea could not be accepted. This court has gone through the decision rendered by this court in Pranab Kumar Dekka's case. In the said petition, similar issues arose about relaxations of the upper age limit while considering appointment to certain posts of veterinary assistant surgeons, extensions officers in the animal husbandry and veterinary department. As per the advertisement issued for the recruitment to the vacant post of veterinary surgeon, as regards the age limit, it was stipulated that the candidates should be between 21 and 30 years of age as on 2/1/2012. The application submitted by the petitioner therein for condoning the overage was not allowed by the department, which led to the filing of the petition before this honorable court. And this honorable court, by an interim order, passed directed the Assam Public Service Commission to allow the petitioner therein to participate in the selection process, but their results were not been declared. My lord, ultimately this court, my lord, paragraph 24. Here also similar case, my lord, petitioners, and in that view of the matter, the present petition is disposed of with the direction to the respondent authorities to favorably consider the relaxation of age of the petitioners in terms of the government notification dated 3/5/51 and issue necessary appointment orders, as petitioners have been already found to be suitable for appointment to the post in recruitment process in which they have been already taken part. They have already taken part. Now, selection review. My lord, in the selection process, now the petitioner's name stood at serial number 1. Selected the selection committee and recommended for appointment in the post of library assistants in Pragjutis College. The committee, by the resolutions of the college authorities, is this. The second paragraph I'll read. Altogether, first paragraph, altogether 36 candidates applied for the post in response to the advertisement published in the Assam Tribune in its issue dated 3/6/22. Out of them, 30 candidates attended the written test held on 27 July 2022, and 21 candidates qualified the written test, and they appeared in the computer test. The selection committee interviewed top 3 candidates based on their marks acquired in the examination process and academic score, and examined their academic and other original documents. Having considered all the above noted points, Vipul Das, that is the writ petitioner, has been selected by the selection committee and recommended for appointment in the post of library assistants in Pragjutis College. In this regard, the selection committee says that Vipul Das is a temporary employee of this college since 12 years and has crossed his upper age limit and applied for age condone as per Honorable High Court's order. So, as per law, it may be considered. In case in selection candidate as referred to above expresses he is unable to join, then the subsequent candidate as given in the merit list may be considered for appointment. So this is the position, my lord. he has been selected. This is exactly the case, my lord, the judgment which I have already pointed out before this honorable court. He was, my lord, allowed to, my lord, apply by an order by this court. Then he went into the process, but condonation of delay was not done. It is, my lord, I must say, my lord, the order is without application of mine, and they have not considered the rule, my lord, which has been quoted by this court while passing the earlier order.
1951.
Yes. So the similar, my respectful submission is that, my lord, your lordship may consider passing similar order as has been passed by Honorable Justice Proteshwar Singh in WPC 7823 2018. Last paragraph, which says, my lord, since the petitioner is selected as number 1, so he is liable to be considered. He has been working in the college since 2011. So my humble submission.
It will be necessary, my lord. I think if my lord give 3 weeks time, my lord, I will file it.
Why 3 weeks? Yes, already.
My lord, as per OM 51, my lord, there is no upper age limit, my lord. For relaxation of age, whereas there is another OM of 92, my lord, where it says that relaxation of age can be done up to 45 years, my lord. And in this case, my lord, this petitioner is already availed.
That 1951, not OM is no more there.
No, 1951 is also there, my lord. One is another OM is there, 92 OM, my lord, for age relaxation.
That is why SC/ST they say for 5 years. Normally.
That OM says, my lord, the relaxation can be done up to 45 years. But there is a specific age for upper age limit.
I'll give you 2 weeks, not 3 weeks. But Mr. B. does, then the Supreme Council. Assisted by D. Golita. Mr. S. Das, then the Standing Council.
Higher Education, my lord.
Higher Education Department is allowed 2 weeks time. The fund contract. Is the matter.
Well, if they do not, interim should be continued, my lord. Earlier interim order.
You have an interim order?
Yes,
yes.
Interim order passed already to continue.
Well, if they do not file affidavit, my lord, your lordship will take up the matter, ma'am.
That feels.
That's what.
Deeply.
27, 28, 29.
So item number 28 become infrastructure also.
MS.
Peace or yeah.
Item 28, you write MSP Saharia, Council for the Petitioner submits that the matter has become. Accordingly, this petition is disposed of as in practice. Who appears in item 28?
28 lordship where higher education was a diameter.
Mr.
A.R. Provincial.
A.R. Tabindar, the Standing Council appears for the higher education department. Higher education.
Or higher education.
Item 28.
28, 26, 27, and 28.
No, 28, she's saying it's infrastructure.
28.
Yes, 28.
Lordship,
I am appearing for the health department.
Then Mr.
Due commandant.
Due commandant, then Standing Council appears in the health department.
May I please, your lordship? Lordship, in this case, the petitioner has been selected for the post of assistant professor in HPBP College, Bulaghat, lordship, in 2019. And her case was against the disability quota, lordship, PWD quota. She is hearing impairment, lordship. Thereafter, her case was sent for approval to the higher education, lordship. In the meantime, lordship, some case was filed in this in the honorable court and stay order was granted. And accordingly, the petitioner could not be appointed. Thereafter, in 2022, the stay order was vacated. But after that, lordship, the petitioner was not appointed till date. In the meantime, she was asked to lordship appear before the medical board in the GMCH to verify the disability status, lordship. And though no personal communication has been made whether what is the result of this medical board examination, but the higher authorities has been directed to re-advertise for the post. Accordingly, this petition was filed. In the meantime, Lordship, she was again sent for the verification of the disability status, Lordship, and in this examination, her disability has been shown as 52%, more than the earlier disability Lordship percentage. So till that, Lordship, she is not appointed.
Yes.
Therefore, an affidavit has not been filed or anything.
Lordship, this is the not only the single case, Lordship. All about Lordship, 34 candidates of disabled candidates, Lordship, whose this percentage of disability, Lordship, was some doubtful, they detected some discrimination was found at the time of appointment, Lordship, approval. So, Lordship, they were forwarded for the re-verification before a larger board in the medical GMC. And in GMCH, Lordship, some of the candidates' percentage were found below the benchmark, such as Lordship. Thereafter, Lordship, since the GMCH found this discrimination, Lordship, the Director of Higher Education has again, Lordship, sent those candidates for the initial board, the board which had initially Lordship, examined the disability, Lordship. So now at this stage, Lordship, as per the petitioner, Lordship, the initial board has again examined her case and found to 52%, which I have not ever read that, Lordship. She may bring that thing in by way of affidavit, Lordship. That her percentage has been again with that will suffice, Lordship.
Otherwise, also her case is in of 2019, and this process is initiated at the present in 2022.
You were examined after the petition was filed?
Lordship. And now it has come to 52% disability.
Lordship may peruse this letter wherein that health department is required to re-examine the candidates.
So that was done, isn't it?
Yes, Lordship.
Her case done, Lordship.
It is done, Lordship, and 52%.
In all other cases also, Lordship.
40% is the required Lordship percentage.
Then you file your affidavit, you take instructions.
Regarding the status, health has to, Lordship, the health department has to give us the Lordship, the position.
We will provide, Lordship. Already we have provided, Lordship, we have examined, if we have examined.
You have examined, have you got the results?
Lordship, I have not personally got it. Lordship, I will get the instruction, Lordship, from the department. What is her percentage and all?
But Ms. RDB, the council. Mr.
D. Upamanya.
D. Upamanya is something on the health department. Suppose the place for some time to enable him to receive instructions. So this is the matter after?
Lordship, after 10 days, Lordship.
This is the matter after 2 weeks.
That may be fixed, Lordship. In 2019, she was selected.
Matter again on 11th September.
11th September.
And MSP Pata Judge Council affairs for respondents.
4 and 5.
4 and 5.
Item number 29, Madam, same Madam.
Okay. Common.
Madam. 30.
Please, Lordship. Lordship, in this matter, elementary education was supposed to file a counter affidavit, but till that they have not filed.
Yes, elementary. Who appears for elementary? Fukan. Have you got instructions?
Yes, my lord. My lord, we have received instructions, so sometime maybe advance of final order.
You heard MS?
Yes, Ahmed.
S.
Ahmed.
Ahmed, legal counsel for the petitioner. MS and Fukan, Standing Council and
Elementary.
Education Department.
Lordship, kindly fix the date.
Substance drugs, yes, received instructions. And praise for how much time?
3 weeks.
Why 3 weeks?
2 weeks. I'm also 3 weeks day after.
2 weeks
Can
time
time.
to file contract. If the matter again on 13th.
31.
After something.
Then 31.
May I please the Lord? My lord, in this matter, my lord, in 2018, my lord, there was an order passed by this honorable court, my lord, directing the respondent authorities to consider the case of the petitioner for provincialization under section 13(6)
Yes,
of the new act, my lord. And
You're
we have
supposed
passed
to
the
receive
interim order, my lord.
instructions.
Yes, ma'am. We have received.
Where's the impugn order?
There impugn order, your lordship will find it page 50, lordship. And relevant portion, lordship, page 51, lordship. Lordship, may I read, lordship? Page 51, lordship.
The up-to-date instruction we have not received, so sometime maybe allowed, madam. My lord, as per the DSC, Dhamaji had not recommended the name of the Neelakanta Sutya.
My lord, according to the order, my lord, my case would have been considered under section 13(6) of the new act, my lord. But in the impugn order, my lord, they have stated that they consider my case under my lord, clause 3, 1, and 9 of the Provincialization Act of the new act, my lord. They have totally violated the earlier order, my lord. Violating the earlier order, they have passed this impugn order, my lord.
Yes.
Well, sometime maybe allowed, madam, for the up-to-date instruction.
But Mr. D. Boyan, your report. MS and something from 11 pages. Is allowed another
2 weeks.
2 weeks time to receive instructions and file of list of the weeks.
Highly obliged, your lordship.
32.
Lovely does.
Kindly see the last order passed by the court, my lord. Annexure, my lord,
Lovely does.
13, page, my lord, 46, kind of thing. It is now holding. Last paragraph, my lord. Page 46, last paragraph.
Yes.
It is not made, my lord. It goes without saying that since there is already a finding by the authorities that the selected status so is valid, and if the name of the petitioner is found to be included in the said list as claimed by the petitioner on the strength of the documents relied upon in this petition and or any other document as may be available, the petitioner would be entitled to be declared as a verily appointed teacher and she shall be also entitled to all the consequential benefits, including arrear and current salary. And by these of being order, I have been appointed, but as a tutor with a fixed salary, 10,000. Right. So my prime lord, I was selected in 1999. Then Millard, I was not given regular portion, lord, but I was not given salary. Then I filed a petition, and the petition said, he examined the document. My documents examined. It is found that my name is there, but I was not given. So I filed a second case. And second case, Millard says, yes, I should get everything, Millard. Now, Millard, they have been given me, Millard, a tutor post.
Yes.
Malad, they are all appointed as a illegal and irregular teacher, Malad. Now we have received instruction, Malad, so sometime may be allowed, Malad.
You have received instructions?
Yes, Malad. We have received.
Okay.
Last October also they took time.
Teachers are irregular teacher.
MS and Fukan standing council. Elementary education suffice that she has received instructions in fact for 2 weeks time to contract. Please allow, please for 2 weeks.
30th of August.
After 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
33.
Wait, please, Lordship. My lord, matter pertains to non-sanction of my lord, essential family pension, my lord.
Yes.
Earlier, the court has rejected, my lord. There are 2 contempt cases filed, my lord.
Who appears?
My lord, last August.
Chishki, you were given 3 weeks time last time.
Government advocate is required, my lord, because his pension, director of pension has passed this order, my lord. Case number 35, my lord.
Age?
35, my lord.
Yeah, who appears for pension department?
Government advocate.
Yes,
My lord, already there is a corrigendum, my lord, it should. Page number 35.
yes,
We have salary. And
you are not supposed to file affidavit.
my lord, we will require to file affidavit. In the meantime, my lord, finance may be also required party. My lord. Because, my lord,
Finance is a
Finance?
party.
Finance not required, madam, because DFA pension is to be madam, sanction the pension, madam. And proposal to become from the education department, madam. It's normal, just
Okay, Mr.
Institute of-
Hart, Mr.
as of madam.
Yes, half level counsel for the petition. So, Mr. Teacher Cycle and it's Sterling Council. Learning government
government.
is allowed how much time?
My lord, 3 weeks.
3 weeks time to file contract. Please start with this.
My lord, may I pray for a date, my lord?
It will come up.
My lord.
34.
May I please the lordship. Lordship, in this case, my lord, instruction is awaited, my lord.
May it please the lordship. On the last occasion, they claimed that they did not receive extra copies. However, we have served extra copies way back on 16/6. Lordship may find the acknowledgement card in the file.
You have received extra
My
copy.
lord, instruction is awaited, my lord.
Third MS and Begum, learning council for the. MS Chitel and standing council,
Elementary education, my lord.
elementary education is allowed how much time?
3 weeks, my lord.
2 weeks time to file contract.
I'm appearing for respondent number 3, SSA.
MS,
P. Das on behalf of.
you also want to file?
No, your lordship.
MSP Das, then it's standing council assistant, appears for respond number
3.
2. List the matter after 2 weeks.
Keep your-
35, order.
In this case, the earlier directed me to take fresh steps and then take instruction from the petitioner, my lord. But I could not contact with the petitioner in, there are 3 mobile number. So I have to write letters, my lord, registered letter. That I pray 4 weeks time, my lord. For necessary instruction and fresh steps, my lord.
By registered post,
My lord, the honorable court also directed to take instruction whether the petitioner want to proceed with the case or not. That is why, my lord, I take specific instruction from the petitioner. my lord.
okay, on request made by Mr.
My lord. Yes, sir, yeah, my lord.
Yes, Cycle and counsel for the petitioner.
My lord.
You want some time to take instruction?
4 weeks, my lord.
You want time?
Yes, my lord.
List the matter after 4 weeks to enable him to take instructions.
39.
May I please? My lord, in terms of my lord's order, my lord, we have already filed that including cost title, additional cost title we have filed.
You filed
Yes, your lordship.
On 8th,
On 8th, it has been filed. my lord.
on 8th August. It's an order of 26th June whereby they were directed to seek instructions.
And my lord, there is an order of 26th June. Seeking instruction, directing them to my lord place on record the instructions required.
Speaking order.
Ah.
Speaking order at a first person.
Done. My lord, the order against which I am alleging contempt is my lord at page 37.
but Nair, I think notice will have to go now.
Lordship will have to issue a notice. The only thing, my lord, is that this order is there from 17/11/21. They issued a speaking order, which they placed before my lord. That speaking order is again contemptuous. My lord required them to withdraw that. Whether they have withdrawn that or not, I'm not sure, my lord. But if that order is holding the field, my lord, then it will be double contempt, my lord, if I may use that word, my lord.
Let notice go first. You can hire the senior counsel assisted by Mr. B. Chaudhary. B. Chaudhary, learning counsel for the petition. The petitioners have filed the amended post. Accordingly. Issue notice on the respondents 5 and 6.
Respond number 5 and 6.
5 and 6.
Petitioner to take steps
Lordship.
for service of notice on the respond number 5 and 6 by registered post 18 within
Lordship.
1 week.
Lordship. Lordship.
List of 4 weeks.
My lord will fix a date, my lord, outside date, whenever it's convenient to your lordship.
So it's the matter on the date 21st. Yeah, 25th.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
40,
And in this case, my lord, one appeal has been preferred, my lord. And we have also mentioned before the registry also that to place this appeal before the my lord, special division bench considered by the Chief Justice of Bhatia.
Lordship, until now, there was a liberty to the respondent side, state respondent to file a review petition. That liberty was given to them in the year 2022, while order dated 24/8/22 in the writ appeal. I have the order with me. My lord, the order has not yet been complied. They have not even filed the review. And these submissions have been made that review is also pending and appeal is also pending.
No, what is
My lord, with regard to paragraph 23 of the order that is under contempt today, we were obligated to receive.
What had happened, my lord? We have preferred an appeal, my lord. In the hearing, my lord, a liberty was given to us to file a review. However, my lord, in the meantime, the Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court has constituted a special division bench to look after those matters, my lord, regarding provincialization of educational institution, my lord. Thereafter, my lord, I personally mentioned before this court one, my lord, that
Just an interim order in the writ appeal.
No, my lord.
Just an interim order. It
My
said
lord,
writ appeals are kept pending.
yes, my lord.
And the interim order passed earlier and writ appeals shall continue.
It was continued, my lord. Then I mentioned, my lord, mentioned before the court that we don't want to proceed with the review application. We will continue with the appeal. And Honorable Court has asked me to mention before the registry, my lord. Accordingly, I wrote a letter to the registry that list this matter in the special division bench, my lord. How this matter will come in the special division bench, my lord.
Has it been constituted?
Yes, yes, my lord.
It
It
was
has been
considered by it has not been seated now.
once,
It was considered, it is not.
no. Once, my lord, it was seated, my lord, Justice Suman Sham and Justice E.D. Chaudhary. Then on that day, my lord, petitioner court has directed the petitioners and all others, my lord, litigants to my lord, write to the registry to list those matters which are required to be listed before the division bench, my lord. That this matter will also appeal will also listed before this.
Then you write to the registry to list this matter.
Yes, yes, I have already written, my lord. I have already written. I have filed a application, my lord, before the registry.
Lord, our only contentions were that since 2013, the provisional benefits are pending for the petitioner. While our 2021 judgment has also been passed, they have gone for an appeal. There is now such interim that says that this compliance should not be continued. My only prayer is that speedy disposal of my contempt petition be made so that the benefits with regard to 2013, his provincialization be made to effect.
The only problem is just only an interim order.
I understand.
That was not vacated, man. Yes.
But Mr. J. Singh, the response.
Yes, that's
On request made by S. Gus, council for the respondents. Is the matter after 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
2 weeks. My lord.
Yes, 3 weeks, my lord, because I don't know when this matter will be listed.
This matter is aggravated from contempt.
41,
Lordship, here I have received one instruction, Lordship. The state level scrutiny committee has examined thoroughly and recommended the petitioner as a teacher of so-and-so school. And as for the recommendation of the SLSC, Lordship, a proposal has been for creation of the supernumerary post that has been already been sent to the government, Lordship. So we need some time, Lordship. This is the instruction. Ultimately, his name has been recommended by the state level scrutiny committee, Lordship. Now post has to be created. So that is proposal has been sent to the government. It will go to the finance, Lordship. Thereafter, it will take some time.
My lord, our names have already been recommended by the SLC on 28/12/2021, my lord. In their meeting, my lord. Almost, my lord, more than 2 years have been
What is
passed by, my
taking
lord.
you so long?
No lordship, that.
The minutes is a part of the record, my lord, as annexure X, my lord, flag X.
Lordship, can you go through this section, lordship?
Oh, already there's a proposal for creation of 21 posts.
Yes, 23 posts along with,
No, is it 21 or 211?
no lordship.
23 with regard to
My lord.
13/1/2022, isn't it?
Total 211 numbers of posts, my lord, including teaching and non-teaching in respect of 5 numbers of schools, my lord. And as for our school, there are 19 posts, my lord.
Class 6.
19 posts total.
Non-teaching?
So milai din. It is so milai do for no?
Yes, lordship, instruction last para. In connection with the provincialization of staff of Haji Amsar Ali Mukhtar Girls Senior Secondary School under Morigaon district, it is to be stated here that the matter was placed before the Joint Committee for necessary views. The Joint Committee in its meeting held on 13/12/22 decided to re-verify the cases of the petitioner and 53 others through District Scrutiny Committee. So government want to re-verify their case, lordship. And thereafter, a committee as per proposal submitted to the government by letter so and so. Accordingly, matter was communicated to the inspector of schools of the districts for re-verification on the matter and submit report in this regard. On receipt of the re-verification report from the District Scrutiny Committee in favor of the petitioner in the instant
Where's your
case,
instruction? Where are we
in the
getting-
first case, lordship. Later dated 5th of August 2023, lordship, from the Director of Secondary Education. Last pair, lordship, means first case, lordship. Further, in connection of the provincialization of staff of Haji Amsar Ali Mukhtar Girls Senior Secondary School and the Morigaon district, it is to be stated here that the matter was placed before the Joint Committee for necessary views. The Joint Committee in its meeting held on 13/12/22 decided to re-verify the cases of the petitioner and 53 other through District Scrutiny Committee. Next page, lordship. As per proposal submitted by the government data so and so. According, the matter was communicated to the inspector of school for of the district for re-verification of the matter and submit report in this regard. On receipt of re-verification report from the District Scrutiny Committee in favor of the petitioner, in the instant case, the matter has been placed before the state level scrutiny committee as per minutes of the Joint Committee meeting held on 31/7/23. After re-verification, it was again placed before the state level scrutiny committee, lordship. The state level scrutiny committee examined the matter thoroughly and recommended the name of the petitioner as teacher in Haji Amsar Ali Mukhtar Girls Senior Secondary School under Morigaon district. As per recommendation made by the SLC, necessary proposal for creation of post of 23 recommended employees, including the name of the petitioners, has been submitted to the government by office letter as so and so. On this 2nd of August, lordship, proposal has been submitted to the government for creation of 23 numbers of supernumerary posts, for posts, including the name of the petitioners, lordship. So it will go to the finance, lordship. After finance assessor approval, lordship, it will be given. It is in the positive direction, lordship. They will get only some time will be required, lordship.
But Mr. Haram Dekhan and Council. Mr. SMT Chishti. Learned Council for the response number.
All the response.
Learned Council for the response. Submits on under instructions. Command that the state level scrutiny committee. After examining the matter. Recommended the name of the petitioner. As teacher in Haji Amar Ali.
Amsar.
Haji Amsar Ali Mukhtar Girls Secondary School under Morigaon district. And as per the recommendation made by the SLSC, necessary proposals for creation of post of 23 recommended employees, including the name of the petitioner, has been sent to the government. White letter dated 2/8/22. He therefore prays for some more time to enable him to place adequate instructions before the spot. The prayers allowed. Please, doctor. Please, the matter after 3 weeks.
May I pray for a date, my lord?
It will take some time because finance, finance, they are not a party in this matter.
18th, Mr. Matter, 18th.
Yes.
Another prime, my lord, may I have a copy of this instruction, my lord?
And this is a letter.
Sir.
You finish a copy.
Yes, ma'am. I
Finish
am
your
obliged,
copy.
ma'am.
Yes.
I am obliged.
But this is a letter written to us, to the standing council, and that's why I have only to the, not to the, given to the.
I've recorded whatever is.
Yes, Lordship.
My lord,
Because it
I am
is
obliged.
written-
42.
In this case, yes. 42 Lordships, yes, Lordship, I need some accommodation. 2 weeks may further time may be given.
A
Lordship.
date may fix, my lord, because my client is suffering, my lord.
Yes.
For the delay and latches.
Then a council petition. On request made by SMC Chisti, Leonard Council for the respondents.
For the respondent, Lordship, second date.
For the respondents, how much time?
2 weeks time may can leave.
2 weeks time is allowed to enable him to receive instructions. This is the matter, you know.
Same 18th of, same day, Lordship, 18th of September, both the cases.
It will be too late, my lord, up to
13th.
obligation.
43.
Lordship, my lord, there are so many private respondents. From the office side, it appears that respondent number 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 15, 16, 22, 23 is not served. So I have asked the petitioner to communicate with them and to provide the correct address. She will give shortly. So Lordship may kindly fix them in the next week any day, and in the meanwhile.
This matter otherwise become infructuous, Lordship. This matter has otherwise become infructuous.
How?
Because Lordship,
There
they
are-
have changed the.
Let me submit first. If my learned friends say infructuous, how? There were the advertisement for 23 posts of principal in Adarsh Vidyalaya in Assam. 18 posts have been filled up. And still 5 posts are lying vacant. And my name was listed. Lordship may kindly see page 57.
Yes.
Page 57. Lordship would see here are the names of 48 persons. And this 48 persons, my name is serial number 2, Abeda Khatun. So 5 posts are still there. They have not yet filled up. Now they may, when my name is there among the waiting list in 2, so why they would go for further advertisement? My name is already in 2. If 5 posts are taken in for consideration,
My lord, this,
so I have a good case.
this engagement is for only for 11 months. That period has already been over.
Already over, it is extended.
Then
It
what
is extended.
remains?
That is,
He's a contractual employee, Lordship.
that is true.
Why you say me, Mahmood?
All appointments are contractual first, and thereafter it
Mr.
is
Matter, after how much time?
next week any day. Madam.
Mr. Matter, after one.
May I please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, as per order, last order dated 10/4/23, the respondent to take the instruction, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Yes, Lordship, here, Lordship, we have already written to the district elementary education officer, Lordship, to submit the proposal for area salary. But that on 18th of August, I have given that notification. Anyway, Lordship, it will take, that proposal has to come from the district. So that is, we are waiting for that, Lordship. We have already written to the district elementary education officer, Lordship, to submit the area proposal, salary proposal, Lordship, along with the non-royal certificate. But that I think has not yet been received from the district, Lordship.
What, Mr.
R. M. Mazumdar.
R.
Mazumdar.
Mazmudar, Leonard Council for the petition. Mr. SMT Chisti, Leonard Council for the respondents of this. The department has already written. Has written to the
The DEO, District Elementary Education Officer,
elementary education officer,
Hailakandi,
Hailagandi, to
submit the area salary proposal.
to submit the area salary proposal in respect of the petition.
Yes, sir, along with non-real certificate from the DDO.
Along with non-gross certificate. So accordingly, he therefore pays for some time. This the matter of the.
After 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
3 weeks. No, 3 Public.
45.
My lord, I have just approved before your lordship. Rejection of my appeal at page 92 of my recusal lordship.
Why is it coming for orders today?
My lord, well, by last order, lordship has directed them to file an affidavit within 3 weeks, my lord. The affidavit has yet to be filed, it's not been filed, my lord. I had received the exception, my lord.
Yes. Then to file your affidavit. But Mr. BG Ghosh, Learning Council with the petition. Mr. I Alam, Leonard Standing Council NCT supports that he has received instructions. And praise for
2 weeks time, my lord.
2 weeks time to file contract. Praise a lot. This the matter, after 2 weeks.
My,
1
the
minute.
date may be fixed lordship, otherwise.
How many respondents are here?
Only one sole respondent, they are to respond, my lord only. Other staff of my.
No, there's so many respondents, 4 respondents are here.
Union of India. And register Guwahati. Other 2, 3 and 4, I am representing my lord. 2,
Who
3,
appears
4.
for Union of India?
5 has been struck off, my lord.
Yeah. How about Union of India, who appears?
Yeah, Ministry of Human Resources. It's not required, my lord, in fact, my lord.
Conflicts in your name is not solved, upon entities of.
List the matter after 2 weeks, etc. Registration is directed to reflect the name of the CBC in the process.
My lord, date may be fixed, my lord. This is urgent, my lord, because the BA admission is, my lord, stuck. This is because of that, my lord.
Your appeal has been dismissed.
Dismissed, my lord, but your extraneous ground, my lord. I am covered by decision of the Delhi High Court, my lord, in this.
13th September.
Right, sure.
46.
My lord, in this case, steps were taken, my lord, then the service is otherwise complete.
Service is complete.
In respect of respondent number 2, she is not no longer there, she is not required to be there, my lord. So may be deleted, my lord. Respondent number 2 name may be deleted, my lord. And respondent 1 and 3, they have received a copy.
No, they have not received.
1, 2, 2, 2, my lord. 2 is not required. Respondent number 2 is not required.
1 and 3 also, no ID card, no answer notice. 1 and 3.
And ID card answer nowadays, my lord, is detected by tracking the registered.
Then you file an affidavit indicating service of notice.
Then that has to be done by the registry, my lord, because the registered steps are there. It will place before the Luajama, then, my lord.
Okay, heard
Okay.
Mr. V. Bogaster, responsible. To ascertain service of notice on the respondent 1 and 3. Please convert it into the lower.
Name of the respondent number 2 may be deleted, my lord.
You'll have to file an application again.
Application.
This is the matter after 2 weeks.
47.
May I please your lordship? My matter pertains to contempt. No
Notice
notice was issued and Ukalanama has not been filed by the opposite party.
Has notice been served?
Yes, yes.
No notice has come back. No ID card, no answer notice, nothing. How do you say this been served?
Yes, lordship, I have, acknowledgement card is missing there in the counter. And in record it is available, lordship.
Who is the report? In the report? Hurt Mr.
Arkidas.
Archidas from the council. With regard to the service of notice on the sole respondents. Please the matter before the law was enacted with all this. This up to 2 weeks.
Published.
48.
To ascertain service of notice on the sole respondent.
Well, 48 and 49, my lord. 48 and 49, my lord, we have taken the steps, it has passed more than a month. If lordship directs, my lord, will take a fresh steps, but in the meantime, matter may be placed before the Lojima. So that postal journal may be trace out whether it is served or not. We'll take a fresh step also, no issue. Both the case.
Hurt Mr.
H.
Amal, the response for the petitioner. So, to ascertain service of notice. On the respondents.
1 and 2.
1 and 2. List the matter before these laws of a court. List of 2 weeks.
Oh, bless.
In this other one also same.
Same,
order?
same.
One same order.
50.
Lordship, non-compliance of order detail, Lordship, 5/12/2020, Lordship. The respondent authority has non-compliance this order. Order is based, Lordship, 9 onwards, Lordship. Relevant parties, Lordship, finding is at page 11, Lordship.
Your suspension order has been set aside.
Yes, Lordship.
Then.
Lordship, on 5/12/2022, Lordship. Thereafter, we have intimated the respondent authority.
Then what happened?
They have not complied.
You are still under suspension.
Yes, Lordship.
Hurt Mr.
PJ Dr.
PJ Dr. Learning Council for the petition. Issue notice. Petitioner to take steps for service of notice on the respondents 1 and 2 by registered post AD within 1. This is the matter of 6 weeks.
Lordship. Oblige.
51.
May I please your lordship? Non-compliance of the order dated, my lordship, page 11. Honorable Court granted 2 month time to file the.
Yes, have you filed your appeal?
We have filed the appeal.
When did you file your appeal?
Page 15, my lordship. 19/5/2023, we have filed the appeal.
Page 15.
15.
But Mr.
N Islam,
M. Islam, let me
N, N.
N. Islam, let me consider. Issue of this. Petitioner to take steps for submit of notice on the sole respondent. While registered posted within 1 week. Is the matter of the situation. Mr. Chishti, who is the Secretary Education Department? Secretary?
Secretary Nayanpur and Essentially also, Lordship. He is junior to the Nayanpur. Anyway.
Highly obliged.
Item 18, leftover admission method.
My lord, we had informed him, my lord.
Then we'll give a date.
As your lordship.
None appears for the petitioner. Mr.
Z Mukit, my lord.
Z.
Mukit,
Mukit, learned council appears for the
1, 2, and 3.
respondents 1, 2, and
My learned friend is there.
and Mr.
H. Buragohan.
H. Buragoy, learned council appears for respondent. Is the matter after?
The lordship may fix a date. It's an old matter, my lord.
Is the matter again on 31st?
My lords.
Deeply.